Little warmer out there today, wasn't it?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Stanley steamer.
You guys got some pads on, it looked like, huh?
We did.
Yeah, how'd they look out there?
Chippy and fun. It's a good day.
Jeff, we're talking to Cavorian Barnes today. What's jumped out about what how he looks so far, or what do you see when you look at him?
Well, we recovered from that injury from last year, so he was out quite a bit. So it's good to get him back out there. And it's the first time he's been struck probably since, I would imagine, whatever game he played last. So did he play? I don't think he even played in the bowl game. I'm not sure. I don't remember that far back.
He did a little bit, I think, but.
So he hadn't been hit in a while. So it's just getting back out there. He's been, a mainstay for us for a couple of years now. So it's good to get him back.
How did he handle that injury process and having to sit out the spring?
It's been tough on him. That's 2 years in a row. So I know that's hard on him. He came in injured. He got hurt in track. So he's kind of got a little bit of history of that right now. So he's pretty frustrated and hopefully stay healthy for a while.
Is he thinner than he was?
It's a good question. I think he tried to lose. I don't know how much he actually lost, JJ, but I think he's down maybe 6 or 8 pounds.
Why did he want to make that change, or what went into that?
He just wants to be leaner and faster again. I mean, he was, he's a state champion in high school, sprinting, so I think he wants to get back to running that speed again.
Did you see a difference in him last year compared to the year prior?
More mature, physical, but he's been good back since he's been here.
I just meant in terms of that speed component, if it was something he was trying to get back to. I know the numbers were, at least like yards per carry, was a little lower last year.
Yeah, I don't know that either. I really don't know. I hadn't had him on the track in a while. I remember him hitting good miles per hour, but as far as comparison of year before last to this year, I couldn't tell you that either.
I think Danya we're going to talk today as well, and in your own words, he was a little bit of a knucklehead when he got here. How has he been as kind of a leader coming back for his final season?
Yeah, he's super. He's loves football. He really matured. A kid I trust tremendously. Been a mainstay as well for a long time around here.
Is he one of the leaders, you think, on this team?
There's no doubt. He's been playing forever. So it's his 5th year with us and loves football. Small town shiner, and it's important to them and it's important to him. Obviously, his brother was a great player, and it's important to Adrian as well. So they're good football players, and they love the game. They're about the right stuff.
Is that just a natural process of a guy getting older and maturing, or what went into him turning the corner in that way?
I would say that's the case 99 times out of 100. There's always 1 or 2 maybe that didn't quite go there, but in my career, which is my 20th year as a head coach, as long as they're around coaches and the game of football, it just helps teach them a lot.
What does that position look like, kind of behind him?
We're really good there.
Yeah.
We really are. I mean, Pee Wee's a really good football player. He really showed out in the ball game. Marcellus is a really good football player. Bryce is a good football player. So we're really deep there. We're excited about that spot. Zach Brown does a really good job coaching those guys.
What do you expect from Danya between the lines? What are some ways he can step his game forward this year?
I would say just, we're losing Rashad. That's a big loss as far as just a vocal leader, and I imagine he'll step in there and take up some of that. But there's a lot of those guys have been doing that. Liggins has, Ken, Brandon, Joe. So we'll be solid there. Elliott.
He seems like a guy who really brings that level of noise and energy to a practice setting day to day. Is it important to have at least a couple guys like that on the roster?
He reminds me of Leroy. When Leroy played, he just loves football. He just can't wait to come to football every day. And those guys are just a blast to coach. Not everybody's wired that way, but he's got an unbelievable amount of charisma and charm and smile, and he's fun to coach, and he loves the game. It's authentic.
Jeff, when do you guys go full pads?
I believe Tuesday we're allowed to. I think we're shell Saturday, shell Monday, and I think we're full pads Tuesday. I'll have to check the rules, but I'm almost sure that's correct.
I'm not sure if you can tell us anything more, but what were the circumstances that led to Martavius French's suspension, and how long do you expect him to be out?
I don't know that. I mean, it's whenever we were notified of the accusation, we went into our policy, which is to suspend him while we gather their information. Once the information is gathered, the decision will be made, what that looks like. And I really don't know any more than that.
How do you rate the depth at that position and the other options you have there?
You know, Liggins is returning. We brought in some players that were competing for spots. So Ian, Brevin, Blackshire. And then we got some guys that, you know, Cam Cooper, who played there all spring. LBJ, who's been there all spring. And he, you know, Caleb's been hurt quite a bit, but when he has played, he's flashed and played well. So we like Lamar. He does a good job in there. Fred does a good job in there. We've got good depth. We feel good about that spot as well.
Brevin is a guy that a lot of your players through the spring and now into the fall have highlighted just for how much he stood out. What is it about him that's allowed him to catch so many eyes so early?
From Marshall, Texas. He loves football. I tell Brevin all the time, we're getting the best version of Brevin. I mean, you know, he's got a degree. He's in business school with his master's. He's just matured. And I've known him forever. I've known his coaches forever. And he's just excited to be here and grateful and likes being around good football and being on a really good defense. He's excited. I think he'll have a huge year. I really do.
Just seeing Kendrick out there on the field, he looks very imposing, I guess we could say. You know, what does he bring to the defense in that sense?
Yeah, he had a really good day today. He did. And again, it's a kid that's hungry, wants to play, be a part of something. And we've known his high school coaches for a long time as well, so we think another really good pickup.
Jeff, how's your health through 3 days? Your team's health, not your health.
I've never felt worse. I've never been sick to start a camp, but I've been sick since day one.
Wow.
So thank you for asking about my health, even though you intended to ask about my team's health. I'm worse off than the team is. The team's pretty good, actually. We had a pinky today get broken, but it can be splinted back up. He'll be fine. Had a couple of hamstrings. But we came out pretty healthy, we think, so far. The injury report we'll go over this afternoon, but I think we came out pretty good.
I was going to say, I thought you told us Jeff Traylor's routine is this is your healthiest time of the year, and then it gets worse through the season.
Usually at the very end, I barely hang on, but I started off in a bad way this year, so I don't know what that means for us. So you better hold on.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff.